This question goes to my fellow Gen Zs. You know, are we even self-aware? Are we self-aware on the individual level, in the society level, or in the national level? And I'm gonna give examples here. But first, what is self-awareness? So apparently, self-awareness is the conscious knowledge of one's character and sentiments and acting on that character and those sentiments, right? Are we self-aware, guys? Because don't get me wrong, I would ask people, most people they would tell me they really didn't land a job. Graduates, they'll tell you they never landed a job because they were told to do that course. They never had an internal agreement with themselves. It's because society told them to do the thing. But there, guys, anything that society normalizes doesn't mean it's okay. I mean, we've seen it everywhere. Anything that society normalizes doesn't mean it's okay to do it, you know. But an example of on the individual level that we actually lack self-awareness, bro. And this thing is it's going to create a hollow generation. Don't get me wrong. People in the middle class, the ones who are 45 and above, it's too late for them. The best thing they can do for us is actually help us be self-aware, realize that what you need to do. Don't get me wrong, guys, realize this. Get this. We have more public universities in Kenya, more private sector universities, more TVTs, more colleges. Students are being saturated in these institutes, and more of us get out of there without getting and landing a job. You know, are we even self-aware? 85% of people in this country, I'll say it again, make money outside the corporate system. Those who work in Gikomba, those who sell smoky mayai, those who sell utensils, those who work in Githurai market, those who work in Toi, those who work in Congo Air, those who are border riders, Bolt riders, all of those people. We have so many students in Kenya, graduates in Kenya who have actually who have made it outside of the education system but do not make it in the corporate world. And the other 15% works in the corporate world. And you find, Manze, when you go into these offices, you find a 90-year-old man, bro, sitting on a seat, doesn't want to get off that seat, bro. You're tired, man. Give the young generation an opportunity to enjoy that seat too and make a difference from it. People, I come from a country where you guys talk about, oh, the young, the young, the young, the young. You're mentioning the young every day, but you don't include us in anything. And I'm not complaining, I'm just commenting here on society. We lack self-awareness. And even when you, on the individual, on the society level, you dear parents going and asking people, what should my child do in the university? What should my child do to be ahead in life? Why would you ask somebody else that? You ask the government that the government says, this is what you're supposed to study. This is what you need to do to be ahead. Come on. That means you guys lack self-awareness, man. You should do something because it's best for you. You should do something for your child because it's best for him or for her, not because of the government. You take a chance to do TVTs out here. And I saw a post a few months back, a guy telling people that, oh, you guys are coming to ask me what your child should do. Take them to Moringa. 2 years back, actually, guys, they came up with an idea. They want to open a school of AI, even offering a master's degree in that. Come on, you guys are degenerates, man. Don't get me wrong, degenerate. We lack self-awareness, man. We lack self-awareness. To my younger ones, man, you should always look from within why you want to do the thing. You don't go to college to do the course you did because somebody told you to do. You want to do it because you are good at the thing. If it's carpentry, you go to do carpentry. If you're good at knitting, crocheting, you go to activity and learn how to crochet, right? If you're good in computer science, you go to do because you're good with binary, with code. When you go to do science-based courses, you do them because you are good at sciences. You don't go to do them because people tell you to do them. And I'd say in the national level, I'll give one example. You know, guys, but the National Museum of Kenya, the logo isn't ours original. It was plagiarized. Plagiarized. I think it was plagiarized from the Museum of Dance in Saragota in upstate New York. You know, that's where they plagiarized the. I heard that that's where they plagiarized the the logo. You know, our logo isn't even ours, bro. We don't even own the logo of the National Museums of Kenya. You know, we actually need to be self-aware more. I was just giving an example out here. You know, we need to be forthgoing with things based on our own terms. You know, actually, guys, I never conform with the group. Never conform with people, man. I never conform with the group, with the crowd. The crowd is always wrong. Look, so many things out here that have been normalized by society. But it doesn't mean that that's okay. Look, they've already removed the man from the house, okay? Now they're trying to remove the source of life out of the house, the woman. They already removed the man. All a guy can do right now is just go in the hub and enjoy themselves and just get an instant dopamine hit from that, right? And now they're removing the woman out of the house, the source of life, by making them okay. It's okay for you to go play with yourself in front of a camera. Just because something has been normalized by people doesn't mean it's okay to do it. And that's a big example. You know, I don't know. Social media is turning people into degenerates. Degenerates. Anyway,